Well, here we are in San Juan Bautista at the VFW post, which has been so kind to host us. And we're having an event tonight on our ongoing fight to defeat Measure K. Measure K is a referendum that was put on the ballot by the people of San Benito County. We needed to collect 2,060 signatures. We collected 4,428 signatures in about 25 or 26 days. And it became abundantly clear as we talked to thousands of people in this county that there's a deep concern about the pace of growth and development in this county and about the traffic especially that is associated with that growth that's really beginning to deteriorate the quality of people's lives. They came here, it's for folks who've been here for a long time, they're watching the place transform in ways that they don't like. And for new folks who came to escape the sprawl of San Jose and Silicon Valley and other places, they're alarmed that Silicon Valley is following them right down here to this area. And so on March 3rd, we have our referendum, and a vote no on K would stop development along Highway 101. The supervisors voted to create what's called the Regional Commercial District, which would have 4 on and off ramps now zoned for a hotel, shopping center, 30 residences, and profoundly transform that area into a string of small prune dales, an area which right now is a beautiful corridor. Everybody who drives the state knows the corridor. It's a wildlife corridor. It's got important historic cultural events for both the Amamutsan people and for California's history. And it's got riparian habitat, but most of all, it's a congested corridor that we've worked very hard to try to make less dangerous over the years, and now the idea of folks with their developments making it more dangerous seems really backward thinking. Today, and we'll talk about it, today we launched, if you want to think of Measure K as emergency medicine, we have a chronic condition in this county, this growth of all these developers, and everybody sees it when they drive around and see all the signs for all the developers. So today we have launched a citizens initiative that would essentially slow down the pace of agricultural rural lands being transformed into residences and into commercial development, and instead put the people in the driver's seat and let them vote on every major proposal for changing the nature of land use in this county. It's been done successfully in Sonoma and Napa County and in Ventura County, and all those counties 20 years ago made a similar decision and have been able to maintain the quality of their lives and save their rural aspect. So we're really proud today to have our former Congressman, Farr, who is supporting both our efforts to defeat Measure K and also supporting us in our longer-term effort for November to pass an initiative to protect the county for the long term. So I'd like to introduce Congressman Farr.
Thank you very much. I'm not a resident of this county, but I love this county, and I represented it in elected office for over 25 years. I've always felt that San Benito County is one of the most historical counties in California. And the future of California is going to be reaching out for those historical areas that still look like where California began. And unfortunately, the Board of Supervisors, in a desire just to develop revenue nodes of let's get a lot of taxes in. But when you think about counties are rural governments, cities are municipal urban governments. If you're going to generate things that generate taxes, you put them in cities. That's where sales taxes are, hotel taxes, and everything. The future of this county, as I see it, is in the economic development of rural tourism, of agro-tourism, really putting places that people in the areas, not along the highway. That's not going to generate any interest in the county. They're not even going to get into the county. Just stop, get gas, get fast food, and kind of ruin the invitation to come here. So I've been on the Board of Supervisors in Monterey County and very interested in good land use planning. I think the Board of Supervisors thought they were trying to do a good idea, but I think they missed the mark in really creating nodes of urban acme along Highway 101.
My name is Ruben Lopez. I graduated from University of Pacific in 1963. At that time, the head of the history department had a tour of all the California missions for 2 units of credit during the spring break. I went on that. A lot of seniors went on that also. What I saw was a lot of open space around the missions, all the way down from Sonoma to San Diego. About 12 years later, while I was in graduate school, Dr. Wood, who was still head of the history department, asked me if I would go on that tour again and help him with the lecture because he was getting a little older and needed a nap. The difference from that time, first time I went and after, is just incredible. All the encroachment, the businesses and stuff. Try going to Carmel and find the mission. Or go downtown and see what you see. Congestion, congestion, congestion. Every weekend here in San Juan, I grew up here in San Juan, we have a crowd of people come down here. Why? They want to get away from the congestion, the smog, the traffic, etc. And they relax and come down here. We have over 40,000 fourth grade students that visit the mission here every year. Why San Juan? Kids from Santa Clara, from San Jose, even from Carmel, from these other missions come here. Why? It's open. They can stroll around downtown, around the mission, etc. And it's a great experience for them. And this rebuilding, these 16 nodes they want to build, and this thing out here, we don't need that.
Soy un maestro jubilado del condado de San Benito y lo que queremos hacer aquí es parar un proyecto en el 101. Dentro de 8 millas quieren poner 4 sitios de comercio. Esta parte del 101 es muy peligrosa, hay muchas curvas y no queremos eso. Hay otros modos de ganar dinero para el condado. Los comercios deben ser dentro de las ciudades, como dice el Farr. Ese es donde deben ganar su dinero de los sales tax, no en el camino, que es peligroso y hay muchas curvas ahí. Entonces estamos luchando contra el K, no en la K.
Thank you.
I would like to announce that the Cultural Committee and the Council of the Esalen Tribe of Monterey County also supports this effort to save the sacred sites all along 101, the vision pits and the rocks, and it was intertribal, it is intertribal land, and also in the last 10,000 years Esalen land. So that's a recent endorsement from the Esalen Tribe of Monterey County.
Okay, I'll just say a few words regarding the initiative that was submitted this morning, and maybe you could raise your hand. Vicki was one of our key proponents, and there might be a few others here. We had 5 proponents for the initiative, but we were inspired by the counties of Ventura and Napa and Sonoma. So over 20 years ago, they passed initiatives to protect their agricultural and rural lands, the open space areas, and to promote ecotourism, agritourism, and they've really done well. So that was over 20 years ago, and those counties have actually renewed and extended those initiatives until 2050. So that was just a recent thing that happened. So they must have been very happy with the results, and so we think that this county really deserves to have that kind of brighter future where we protect our agriculture and our open space.
I spent 4 years with the State Department of Ed as a consultant in Pave, and it was designed to assigned to travel throughout the state and monitor federal and state funded programs at our schools. And trust me, I've been to about every county in the state. We live in an oasis. San Benito County is an oasis. It's beautiful. You go out this road here to 101, take a look to your left and to your right. We want to preserve that, and they want to destroy that out here on 101. We have an oasis here. It's a beautiful, beautiful county. We need to preserve it, otherwise it'll turn into another traffic congestion. Whatever.
Thank you.
I don't know.